Hello and welcome to another episode 37 actually, of the Generic Paranormal Show. I'm your host, KD, with my co-host, Austin Maynard. Say hello, Austin.
Oh, I just said hello. Hello.
He said
How's it going?
hello. So tonight we're back with you.
That's awkward.
This is pretty good. We're doing like three weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. This is 3, right? Okay, well 2. So what? So it's pretty good. Staying on time. We're staying on track. We're gonna have a good New Year. Pooty Green, good New Year to you. Happy New Year, Carol Garcia. Son of a bitch, Carol Garcia. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to all of our Kimberly Baranski. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody out there in the supernatural world. Okay, it's gonna be a great year. All right. We're gonna bring lots of great paranormal content your way. Generically paranormal content, actually. And ain't that right, Austin?
Generic.
Ain't that right? That's right,
Yeah.
right?
Very
Yeah.
generic, yeah. The most
So we
generic
have
in the field.
the most generic.
The most
generic.
of all time.
Okay. So tonight we have a special guest. First of all, because most of y'all haven't seen him in a minute. Second of all, because we don't really we don't have formal guests very often. We've only had one formal guest. We talked about this. We debated it. But tonight we have a special guest, good friend of mine, good friend of the paranormal, good friend of my home state, South Carolina, where I truly live in my heart. Welcome, Mr. Brandon Cooper.
What's up, y'all?
The
You
shaman.
need an applause track. You should have prepared.
I need like the cricket track. Womp womp womp.
No crickets. Everybody loves Brandon.
Oh, the crickets. What's up, everybody? Sorry, my studio is not like it used to be, but I haven't done a podcast in like a year.
You have a studio?
Apparently
he had his whole setup. Well, he had
I had the green screen and all that, like
studio setup.
But this is a radio station now, so
hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
My mom always said I have a face for radio.
I do.
So we are going to, first of all, Brandon, how you doing, bud?
I'm well. I'm looking forward to what may come this year. It's starting out great with a tractor trailer on about 10 miles from me with a bomb on it.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that, dude. That's crazy, man. So you're like trending.
Greenville, South Carolina is
hey,
trending.
Bro, G-ville. That's right. That's what's up.
G-Vegas, baby.
G-Vegas. You know, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Anderson and Greenville counties, and as well as Brandon. So you were in Easley. So you were in Anderson.
No. I was Central. So I grew up in Central.
Okay, Central. So that's Pickens. It's right next door too. I didn't spend a lot of time in Pickens. We would go deer hunting in Pickens.
Yeah,
a lot of deer hunting.
That's what we do
out that way. Greenwood, you know.
Yep.
But anyways, so tonight.
Let me take a second to say hello to everybody. Hey, Carol. Hello to
Linda. Yeah. We can say hello to everybody. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat.
Hey, Kim, I haven't seen you guys in forever. Barbara, what's up?
Yep. I keep forgetting
that
they ain't seen Brandon, and
I've been off grid for a year working on Veteran Voice Radio. I do want to say that I will have a very, very big announcement in May about Veteran Voice Radio and New York City.
Shit.
New York.
And I will come on your show.
Okay.
We will make the first announcement on your show.
Sweet. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So you'll hear it here. You'll hear it here first about Brandon's big news. And when is this going to be?
Here, folks.
So I got to fly up to New York during Fleet Week in May, and meet with some individuals, and I'll be able to make the announcement right after Fleet Week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will be anxiously awaiting, and yeah, just let me know, dude. And you know, you're
Definitely.
always welcome. You're a friend of, and you're still a member of Supernatural Inc.
As
And,
always, I didn't go anywhere.
As always,
Yep.
you gotta get, you know, this blood in, blood out. This kind
Heck, that's how we roll.
of like
We're gonna have to black out my tattoo.
There's only one way out of the Supernatural Inc. family, and you know,
It's in a box.
Yeah.
we're not,
That's in a spirit box.
Right, maybe.
Hey,
So,
dude,
Brandon,
I wonder. Hey, I'm gonna get cremated. So can you make me like an ink box OG like urn?
Damn, that's sure, buddy.
Like have it sitting on standby waiting just to say hi.
So, of course.
Okay.
I
mean, let's talk.
I don't
about
want.
my
I don't
death.
want to have to think about all that right. Yeah, I think you got a couple years left
I
in you.
went sideways on that. Julie
Yeah.
Church. Hello.
Wow, way to darken the room up there,
I
Brandon.
thought it was gonna be funny.
Jeez, hey, bro, when I die.
I have a dark sense of humor, so I can get it.
I'm there with you.
I laugh at death too because I have died. So like, you know,
I think
thing.
To be a fan
Colleen gets mad at me about it.
To be a friend of Supernatural Inc., you kind of have to have kind of a dark sense of humor. A bit.
You do.
You know,
either military or death related.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And then when you get both combined, good God.
Yes. Good God. So, Brandon,
I feel like the only way you can have a military sense of humor is either military or you have to be around death. You have to, you know what I mean? Like you gotta see death or whatever.
Or like trauma.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Trauma. Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. So, Brandon, first of all, I already pre-asked you if it was okay to ask you if it was okay to ask you about your experiences in the Western North Carolina recovery and rescue. All the help that you all the work that you did out there. First of all, I just want to talk about it for a minute. We don't have to go on about it. It's probably still fresh to you. Just basically, what type of work did you do out there?
So I do search and rescue, technical rescue, things like that. I went out with an organization called Sheepdog Impact Response Team.
Okay.
The team that I met up with had just left from Alabama cleaning up, and then went straight to North Carolina. I stayed here in South Carolina. We got hit pretty decent here. We were out of power for a week.
Right.
Once
my cousin, I talked to him, and he was showing me video of his property, and obviously we're sitting here watching at home. It sucks to want to go help out your state that you spent the majority, a lot of your life. Well, I'm just getting close to not the majority, but it used to be the majority of my life. I grew up 27 years, and to see all that going on, it definitely made me want to go down and help. But also at the same time, that there's good people down there like you that are going to chip in. They're going to do their part. The best thing I can do is to sit back, pray for everybody, and just
stay the
hell out the way.
It was
out the way. Right.
Even for us guys that were trying to help. The place that I was staying had zero power. We were working off generator. We hit some hard hit areas. Chimney Rock, we were there. Lake Lure area. It was whatever the news told you. Times
it was worse.
Times 10.
It was way worse. Right.
Let's just say there was a fragrance that was very overwhelming, and it was very sad.
Yeah, that's like a mass cow on a huge scale.
Yeah, it was.
Mass Kaz. I meant I said mass.
No, I know what you were.
Mass Kaz on a huge scale.
And it's not. I want to say
it seems like that they kind of do, or might, stir up even more. Obviously, more activity, not only because of the death and the carnage, but also because of people's, they're still looking for family members, and that's kind of what spurs, new.
Well, and
let's
you know,
not
there's
forget
gonna
about the fact that all that flowing water plus all that kinetic
Sure.
energy
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
general
And
being
it's in the
released, like
mountains, you know. It's in the
that's a
mountains,
lot
and
of energy, man.
well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
also in that
All the
area
rare minerals.
is the cleanest quartz in the world
Oh yeah,
is
really,
up in that area because that's
really.
So I
where
mean, you
all the
got
quartz.
ultra conductive
Oh yeah.
environment with all that energy, dude. That place, I
Well, to
mean,
see that,
that's
and the thing
that
about the
activity's
quartz
got to be
crystal,
crazy.
Yeah.
you know, everybody associates quartz crystal with electricity, and I think you should. Obviously, it has
Well, I associate it
piezoelectric
more with the
properties, but
piezoelectric effect than
sure,
electricity.
but you're right because it's an insulator, but it's
Right,
also you also can use it
store data.
well, to change the frequency of energy to a desired frequency, right? That's why, you know, you use quartz as in microcontrollers as to change the frequency to stabilize the frequency at 16 megahertz or whatever, right?
So it's like a
And so
stabilizer.
anyways, yeah, so a lot of geological things in that area, which makes it crazy. But you know, and aside from the ghost stuff, you know, I'm sure it was hard. And
Well, I will share
tell
one
us
paranormal.
like if did you have any paranormal experiences, and if you did, what's the most memorable?
Yeah, I
I
can.
guess.
There were several. Some I can't talk about because they were. I mean, we were.
Right, very personal and very
Yep.
fresh.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
But I will tell you. So we were staying. I was staying at my buddy's house. He and I were in the Marine Corps together.
Right.
So you know, I've stayed at this house many nights.
Yep.
I know this place. Well, we were sitting up there. We just fired up the generator and we're actually watching TV to try to relax. And we heard 3 knocks on a sliding glass door beside us.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I mean, that's my seat. I sit there all the time. Never has a paranormal thing happened up there. Well, 3 knocks. Well, the next night, we had the door open because he's got indoor outdoor cats. Oh, we heard a disembodied voice, woman's voice at the same time because we both turned our head and looked in the same direction at the same time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he's not into paranormal. Like he's he likes it, whatever.
And you say like you've never had anything happen.
No, nope.
Right. Yeah.
And then I threw a cigarette butt into the woods from his house, and a rock came right past my head. So could it have been a Sasquatch out there?
Could have. I mean, you know,
Maybe.
well, if there's any cryptids, you know, just they may have been pushed out of an area to another area in which you're going to have some more. Have you noticed any, you know, being in that area, did you hear anything else like that from anybody else? Any other stories from anybody else in the area?
Some of us that were out there in the thick of it would kind of whisper a little bit. We really didn't want to bring it up because half the time maybe we had somebody we were pulling up or survivors or whatever, and we didn't want to talk about it. But there were whispers, but you know, at the end of the day when we're sitting around a campfire or whatever.
Well, they say there's ghosts and all kinds of craziness in them hills.
Boy, if somebody says your name if somebody calls your name while you're in them hills, no, they didn't.
No, that's creepy. Gives me chills.
I've heard that so many times. I've heard my name called in the woods. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Bro, that gives me chills, dude. I've had that happen to me. I've had it like my name whispered in my ear and shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it gives me chills. Anyways,
I've never had that happen.
You never had that, dude? It's the craziest
and
thing.
And then, like, don't look out your window. If you live dead in the woods, don't.
Oh yeah, bro. No, hell no, no. Oh, let me tell you. I'm gonna interrupt your story with a quick one. When I was a teenager, my mom had built a house out in the middle of a freaking cow pasture in Pelzer on Highway 8, and behind us was a church on the same street, and we were the only people who lived on the street. There was an abandoned house at the very end, and this church had was it a graveyard or a cemetery?
Cemetery, I think.
Cemetery. There we go. Right there on the property, and dude. In the winter, I could when everything was dead, I could look out my window and I could see this freaking cemetery. I'd be like, nah, dude, and I'd have to, you know, like I had to just pretend it wasn't there. But anyways, Looking out the window into the woods is a scary thing. When you ain't nobody, you ain't got a neighbor. Sometimes,
yeah,
half a mile at least,
Well,
or a mile. I know what we're talking about, Austin, because you live in rural Ohio. I have a problem with that
yeah,
word.
but I refuse to go into the woods.
Hey, Anna.
I don't like the woods at night, man. I don't.
Oh, I go out in them, but it creeps you. Sometimes
I don't.
For the most part.
Yeah,
but
there's no protection. There's nowhere safe to go when you're in the woods. Like you are vulnerable in all directions, and I just don't like that shit. In the daytime, I'm okay with it, but at night, like I don't.
It's definitely got a vibe, dude. Being in the woods,
I'm more afraid of like something predatory than I would be like.
And in
ghost.
the mountains in western North Carolina, there's plenty of predators.
That'll get you.
There's shit out there that will legitimately just get you anyway, naturally.
I'm curious if like that, like if there's ever actually been like a crazy axe man in the woods.
Oh,
or that's always just a urban, like the hook hand guy, right?
Is that an urban legend, like a whole story, though. Yeah,
I mean,
there's probably something to that.
Probably,
you know what I'm saying?
At some point, probably.
Well, speaking of, Brandon, so was that the end of your Sasquatch encounter in the western North Carolina area?
But again, like,
or do you think that's what it was? You think it might have been a ghost?
Well, just to reiterate, I have been on this deck.
Could have been a ghost.
Why, yeah, but I'm throwing a cigarette butt in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think it's something reacting like
a rock was thrown back at you?
Yeah, a rock was.
Bears don't throw rocks.
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Ghost can though.
But
hey, I mean,
I've never had that happen before. Too.
I guess you got about an equal chance of it being a ghost as you do it being a Sasquatch.
Well, now, mainly because of like all that shit that's been stirred up out there.
Because anyways, right? Like paranormal, like spiritual beings can move around and stuff too.
Now, where we were located, we're up on the mountain, on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, that's right. So, plenty of stuff that will eat you out there.
Yeah.
Just in the first place, just out of GP, just general purpose, eat you.
Like, I took a pistol out to fill up the generator.
Dude, for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you'd be stupid.
Bears can be stupid. Bears can be idiots.
Oh yeah,
they just
bears would be bears.
I mean, like idiots, like they'll attack you. They do wild shit. Like you never know what.
You don't ever know what the hell a bear's gonna do.
You can expect a bear to do what a bear is gonna do.
That's why bears are very capable of doing damn near anything. They can figure some shit out. They learn.
Like
they just might, won't they? So you always want to approach a bear as if it's gonna kill you.
I don't like to approach bears.
I will pet the bear.
Right, nobody does, right?
I pet that dog. I won't pet that dog.
Approach a bear situation as if you're.
That ain't no dog, honey.
It's never.
Pet that dog.
I won't pet that dog.
Pet that dog.
I want to show that video. That was a funny video. So anyway, speaking of weird shit in the Carolinas, I figured we would talk about the ghosts of the Carolinas tonight. What is that?
That's Verner's.
Fucking Verner's, bro.
Sounds like a varnish brand.
That's that real.
Is that like a paintbrush on there? I can't see it very.
Yeah, that's that.
Ginger ale, bro.
That Ohio paint thinner.
No, it's Michigan, bro. This is a Michigan brand ginger.
Oh, is it? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they bottle it in Flint.
Do they really?
I get it. Brandon.
Hold on. No, it's bottled in Texas. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's bottled in Flint. It's bottled. Bro, you actually had me genuinely scared for my life for a minute.
I tried to do what I can.
This is TikTok. This is a TikTok video.
Pet that dog. Pet that dog.
There we go.
You cannot pet that dog.
Pet that dog.
Pet that dog. Pet that dog.
That ain't no dog.
That ain't a dog.
Oh Lord, man.
She gets pretty aggressive with it though.
Hey, this dude.
Eventually, she gets real aggressive.
What is that, Matt? Just don't do it. Well, okay.
Okay. So, anyways, now that we're over that, so I have
Math.
prepared some videos. I'm just gonna leave it on that
Meth
while
bad.
this is ready.
Meth
Yeah.
bad. Supernatural link. The more you know.
I'm saying it says don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't
Do it.
Don't you do it.
So hold on here.
For some reason, it would be more hilarious to me if it said, if they didn't have the don't in there. I don't know why. It would just be fucked up, but it would be hilarious in my mind.
Well, sure.
Okay. Meth, just do it. I mean, what?
I have a fucking weird sense of humor. I don't know.
That's okay.
So
Anyway,
here we go.
All right.
All right, let's make this. And I'm just gonna go through these here videos. This is who's this?
I believe
This is gonna be Christopher Robin. This is 13 years ago. Christopher Robin.
Winnie the Pooh?
Wasn't that the Winnie the Pooh dude?
Yeah.
It was the Winnie the Pooh guy.
Winnie the Pooh.
Because I have been on investigation or two with this guy.
I wonder if that's who this person?
Yeah, because I remember talking about Winnie the Pooh the whole damn night.
Well, this is an old video. This is 13 years ago.
Winnie the Pooh.
Now this is Hell's Gate, and this is Hell's Gate Cemetery in Spartanburg. So if y'all want to watch this video, you can head on over to Christopher's page here. He's got almost 3,000 views, but it's been up for a minute. All right, so this is Hell's Gate, which is the
Oak Lawn Cemetery.
Oak Lawn Cemetery.
Spottenburg.
Yeah, and that's where I was born actually. So
at Hell's Gate Cemetery in Spartanburg is where.
Not
KD, what were you born in? A
Mary
satanic
Black.
ritual or something?
I was born in Mary Black. All right, here we go.
Okay.
No,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
that's scary.
They're behind the stone.
You wonder why you only got 3,000 views?
Well,
At least lighten it up or something, bro.
well, you gotta think it's 13 years ago.
Well,
That's
that's true. That's true. This is probably handheld.
13 years ago was still like 2011.
Yeah, but I didn't even have my first they could be using like a Gen 1 iPhone though right here.
Yeah, this would have been like Gen 2 or 3 probably.
Maybe. That was a weird sound. Of course, I've never been here.
All right, so behind, let me see where they're at. Looks like they're on the children's part of it, which is all the way in the back. So,
right. Well, that's where the stories are, right? Like, supposedly when you get towards the back, that's where.
Yeah.
That's
well,
where
behind that, probably 3,000 feet is an apartment complex.
Right.
So you gotta be careful of what you're listening. But I've been investigated here, and using an old, remember the mini tapes, little recorders with the mini tapes.
Yeah, cassette recorders.
Yeah. So I was using that, and I caught children's laughter, and just different things, shadows from one grade.
The original magnetic tape is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty. There's not much up front. I mean, there's some cool stuff to look at and pictures.
Well,
or not pictures, but
supposedly it gets dicey towards the back.
But yes,
it does. From what I've read, it
does. It does. It actually does. So I will say a legit place on a list.
I'd check it out. What's the law like in South Carolina about cemeteries at night? Is there a law against it, or you gotta get permission? What you gotta do?
It depends. I mean, if it's open, go in. But it's also got a gate.
Oh, right. So if the
gate's locked, don't go in. I mean,
because like Ohio, we have after sundown, it's illegal to go into any cemetery without permission.
Well, see, we have so many cemeteries around here. Like I could spit in the woods and find one. So it's a little.
Yeah, you guys probably got a few Potter's Field and Poppers.
Yeah.
I don't know about Missouri. I think a lot of times they'll put the hours on there.
I mean, I'm sure
if they have a gate and stuff, and I don't know.
Well,
I just assume that if they're just out,
I mean, we were there at night. Now, this was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, somewhere in there.
Unless there's specifically a sign that says to keep out, or
Yeah,
don't,
I mean,
or
we
you're
were
not allowed
there.
after a certain time, maybe.
We were there in the back at night. Nobody came through. No cops rode through.
Well, there's not a whole lot going on in Christopher Robin's video.
No, that's the unhaunted 1,000 acres, 100 acres, woods, whatever. Inflation, 1,000 acres.
Oh, where are we at? All right.
Okay, this yes, I got some.
So we'll just go through this little video right here, but I'm gonna have to mute it.
Well, we are standing at the entrance to the infamous Children's Cemetery.
I wish you would turn around right there.
In Greenville, South Carolina. It looks like we're out in the middle of nowhere, but we're probably not even 1,000 yards from an apartment complex, McDonald's, shopping center,
there you go,
etc.
Yep.
According to local lore, the place is very haunted. It's been abandoned for years.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a high incident of children's graves in this particular cemetery. Let me turn around here and show you a grave site.
This video is 15
over the
years old.
I've known about
that was
place.
about the
There's
time
been
I
a
was
lot
out
of
there investigating.
which it's not right. I wish people wouldn't do things like that. Here's even a pretty spooky looking tree.
He just got a message.
Here.
No, I think that was me.
Oh, was that you? I was like, this dude got a message like that in
I've been here with ghost
15 years ago.
And they have captured many orbs.
Like, is he actually? It looks like he's using a camera, not a phone.
I mean, 15 years ago, he may be
have that kind of
like a Sony Handycam or something.
Right? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
Graves.
Okay, so all that back there, that's all part of the cemetery.
This is meant to be an introduction to the place. We will be coming back soon at night with a full filming crew. I was just here a few weeks ago, and already I can see changes. So this place gets a lot of activity, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of curious people. It can be found on the internet. At this time, I won't disclose the exact location.
But I will.
Well, it's pretty much out there, dude.
We look
and it's behind an apartment complex and McDonald's. I'm pretty sure.
No, I mean it's literally behind a gas station.
Gas station.
Yeah.
So it's not difficult.
I've never been there. I've never been there. I'm from South Carolina, and I've never been there. Romeo Butler says 666666666. All right.
A small tombstone, just random, or appears random at this point.
Well, I mean, is it?
I mean, it's not really random. It's random throughout like 4 acres.
It's a shame
that
somebody has stolen at least 20.
Yeah, a lot of it's been stolen, probably too.
And last time I was out there, there were
and again, it's got
graves dug up.
Really bothers me.
Well, I think there were
it's
2.
Okay to do this and enjoy this.
One at the entrance when you come in, right there to the right, and then another one further in to the right. There's a couple of rows.
Had been damaged
and there's one
that's been reassembled, and
that's fucked, man. Like, it's one thing even like to fuck up the headstones, but to dig them up and shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So I will give that a local's thumbs up.
Oh, this is so this video right here is this dude was shot 63 times in battle, and then he was killed in a car wreck on the way to Washington D.C. to receive his medals, dude. And this is in Oakwood Cemetery. It's Oakwood, not Oak Lawn.
Okay, yeah,
22s.
Oh, they
How
wouldn't
do you get shot that
22s.
many times?
Oh no, dude!
I don't know.
How dying? 63 times.
Freaking 50 Cent.
Well, 50 Cent was only shot 9 times.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's like
that's $1 right there. Fuck, I mean,
they had to do both sides, man.
$60.
Like both sides.
That's $100 bill.
Okay, I want to figure out how the hell anybody can survive getting shot 63 times. Like that, what size bullet was that? He had to have been hit with 22s or something, because like he was hit with like 40 cal or
It
380
wouldn't be
specials
40,
or something like that.
maybe 9 mil, maybe.
Yeah, like he'd
Well,
be
it
blowing
would be 22 in a sense because it's going to be a lot of 5.56.
Yep. It
A
could be
lot of
like 22 LRs.
there'd be 22s. Sure, there's 22s. Yeah,
Like I'm just
he
thinking, like,
very well could have been. It could have been that. I mean,
if anything higher,
know,
you're gonna blow your arm off or something at a certain point. I mean,
yeah,
taking
I
63
mean,
shots.
you'd be
I mean,
surprised.
one of your limbs
Hey,
is gonna be gone. Multiple, maybe.
I did that one time in Mexico. 63 shots. Boy, that was crazy.
Here, these dudes. I found this video on Hell's Gate.
We went down there one time when I was in high school.
I went down it.
And
Hey, that's my people.
That sounds like our
You
people.
stop
right
it.
there.
You
That's
stop
our-
it.
That's our
I
people.
knew it. I knew you were gonna do that.
Quit it, you
That's why-
Ohioan.
You quit it. You stop it.
You quit it.
All right, here we go. Let's be serious.
Mute him.
Oh, sorry.
we pulled up down there, and a lot of satanic markings and stuff. I mean, these are old Civil War headstones and stuff, you know. And they took satanic markings everywhere. It was literally fresh goat heads hanging in a tree down there. When we got out and walked down through there, you know, I'm like, this ain't my cup of tea, fella. That scared me to death right there, you know. My first thought was somebody killing me down there, you know, instead of looking for ghosts.
That dude's my hero, man.
That's my boy right
that
there.
guy is my spirit animal.
Yes.
This was 2 months ago. Where are you at, dude? You may be my brother. I don't even know about.
That caught me off guard, like so.
I loved
so
it.
bad.
I was like, dude, this dude's going in the video.
He had been from Anderson.
Sorry, hey, this is Urban Horrors. So
No, it's just hilarious.
go check them out. Urban Horrors, y'all are freaking awesome. I think.
Nope.
And yeah,
That was good.
holla. That was good. That was good.
Hello.
That was a good short.
That was
But
good.
you gotta put his name in there though. Was his
Right.
name in here?
Who is that dude?
I want to know this dude's name because he's a state hero. I'll tell
He
you what.
needs to be the
Hey,
next
if
formal
you're-
guest.
Tell you what, bud.
Let's
He needs
reach
to be
out
the
to that
next formal
YouTube
guest.
channel
That's what I'm
and
saying.
see. And
Yeah,
be like, hey, bud. Hey,
I'm
bro.
gonna give him a subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe to him.
Hey, I bet you I can find him at the flea market.
Wait, no, that ain't Urban. That ain't the right one. That's the last one.
Oh,
Hold on. You know what?
Yeah,
I subscribe to some unsubscribe.
yeah.
That ain't Urban Horrors. Let me go back. I got it. Let me go back.
You
We
know,
went down there one time
Okay,
when I was
True
in high school.
Searchers. Wait, have I met True Searchers?
dude, that sounds
Subscribe.
familiar.
That sounds familiar.
If there's
Did I
anybody
meet-
from the truth searchers out there watching, get us this.
Bro, there's
photo,
so
man.
many different searchers and.
No, I think I
I
think
don't know, man.
were they at the South Carolina? Were y'all True Searchers? Were y'all at the South Carolina Paranormal Convention? I think it was 20.
Are they in the
20
chat?
2018 or
21.
2019.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying this in case they see the video. In case you see the video,
Oh yeah, it
I
would have
wanna
been
know.
2022, I think.
y'all share this video around, so maybe
No, they
Was it
went to one in
2023?
Columbia. They went to one in.
yeah, it was in Columbia. Where are they at?
Oh.
I don't know where they out of. Let me see.
Well, we went to the one in wherever the fuck that was, the village thing.
Give me a like too there. Y'all watch this video. Y'all go watch that video too. Let's see what
Go
else
watch
they
it.
got going on here. Yeah, man. True Searchers. I could dig it. George Guidestones. That's what's up. Okay. So I gotta find this other video here. I have lots of videos. Okay.
I've got video. I can't.
We got
do
so many videos. People ask
Yeah.
me, how'd you get so many videos?
it. No, like
I've never
I can't-
seen anything like it.
I can't
Nobody
even
knows videos better
remotely
than I
do
do.
the Trump. The Trump.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty much the places that I had looked at right up before I did the video, which is the cemeteries. But there's tons of other cool places that are haunted in South Carolina.
Myrtle's Plantation?
That's in Louisiana.
Oh, I thought it was in Myrtle's.
No, it's
I
not
don't
in
know.
Myrtle Beach.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I don't fucking
I
know.
zoned out for a
There's got to
second.
be
What?
plantations in South Carolina.
Oh, there's tons of them. You got the
Dude, there's
is it Boone Hall. Is it Boone Hall?
There's
There's
Boone
so many
Hall.
haunted. There's got to
Boone
be a lot
Hall
of
is actually a still active plantation. Like they still.
There's
actively grow.
Ashtabula, which is up here in the upstate.
I mean, I would imagine there's a lot of like slavery history down there,
Sure.
and like,
Yeah, there's
I mean,
tons of
there's
them.
got to be a lot of hauntings related to that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
want to get into it more, and I
Underground
probably
Railroad.
well, there's a spot
Confederate.
that there's a spot that KD's going to bring up here in a second that actually has a history of slaves.
Which place?
The Poinsett Bridge.
Oh, the Poinsett Bridge. Yeah, I was trying to find the video on that I had. Hold on. I'll
Miss
find
you too,
it.
Kim. Hey, let's go out to eat tomorrow, Kimmy and James.
Okay, so this is just I think it's like a AI type video, but we're just gonna use it kind of like as a countdown. So on here, there's the top 10, and Poinsett Bridge. I don't know if this is the same bridge, but I'm gonna skip along to it. I'm gonna try to.
I think that was it right at the beginning.
That's no, the first one they do is
the atmosphere changes dramatically,
cemetery,
far beyond stories. Founded in the late 1800s, Oakwood Cemetery is the oldest graveyard. On the surface, it appears to be.
Now, see, my family is from Spartanburg. Like my dad's side of the family, they've always been in Spartanburg for like a very long time. So this is interesting.
A serene resting place for many of the area's deceased residents.
Your people were there before the beacon.
Back of the cemetery, the atmosphere changes dramatically.
Yeah, see, it says towards the back of the cemetery,
and
so that's why I kept saying that. But that's that one. This is
I can confirm that place is active.
This is let's see. Here we go.
The Hermitage in Murrells Inlet was originally the summer home of rice planter and Methodist minister James Lynch Bellin. Bellin, who had no children, gave the property to his nephew.
So that's this place right here is just like the only, you could look up videos. I'm sure people have evidence on it, but the main sighting in this video or the main reported thing is people seeing a woman in white, which is very common, super common in South Carolina. I feel like especially.
I feel like that's the most common ghost
of
any estate.
That's where I'm from, is from South Carolina. Later, Brian. Thanks for watching.
Brian, I'm your bitch, baby.
But it's an awkward thing to say.
He knows what I'm saying. He knows what I'm saying.
Oh, Kimber. Okay, yes. No, there's definitely something at Williamston Spring Park. That's interesting you bring that up. I hadn't actually considered putting that in. But the Williamston Spring Park I've been down there lots of times late, and definitely for sure had creepy experiences. I haven't had a experience where it really stands out to me there, but I know a lot of people that have, and it was also a Civil War battlefield, like Williamston. That was I think it was the Battle of Williamston or something like that. I think
it was just I don't know. I've seen the sign there.
Williamston Civil War battle, whatever. But I remember that specifically because I drew a picture in art class for that of the battle, and it was hanging up in the McDonald's. I'll tell you what, that's like,
yep.
If it's hanging up McDonald's, you did something.
You made it there, bro.
You did it, bro.
You made it.
You made smart. But yeah,
you made it.
I feel like there, and also there's a spring there. So you have the spring, and you have the battle that took place there, and
that's energy.
So there's a lot of things come together there. So that very well it should be investigated. Actually, I don't know what it looks like now. It's probably been redone.
I mean, it's still accessible and nice. Well, South Carolina, nice.
Right. Well, it was nice. It was nice. I remember it being nice, for the most part. I used to go see Santa Claus in the Williamston Spring Park.
And now you just go see me.
Yep. Now I just have to talk to you. But yeah, there's tons of haunted places. I remember we had a place, the spot It was behind my house in where I lived in Williamston, and there was a place called The Spot, and there was there was all these urban legends. I remember in school, everybody knew about it, and they all said that like Satanists would go back there and stuff.
Right.
I think mostly it was like kids just partying back there for the most part, and they, of course, they spray paint edgy stuff on the road and whatever,
Right.
But it definitely was a creepy spot. That was a creepy spot for me growing up. Yeah, there's tons of haunted places. But it was funny. I was talking to Brandon about this. I never really went out and officially investigated any places in South Carolina. It was always I was just there, and if something happened, it happened, or you knew about something being haunted.
Right.
But I wasn't actually ghost hunting or anything. When I lived there, I had an interest, but I was never actually. I think me and a friend of mine named Mike, he comes on here every once in a while and talks in the chat. But we would record for EVPs in our old place that we worked because the owner had died there, and weird shit would happen on third shift. But yeah, tons of personal places that I checked out that were haunted, but also a lot of officially haunted places. I feel like, has anybody investigated Williamston Spring Park?
Not to my knowledge, but
I'm sure surely they have.
Wait, so time out. Are you telling me, KD, that I actually got to investigate with you for the first time in South Carolina?
Yeah, that was the one and only official time that I got to investigate in my home state. It's very.
I was there. I was there to witness it. I witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah. So,
I witnessed history.
Yeah, Ren kids. Yeah, partied at the Brickyard in Piedmont. Yeah, Piedmont. See, I didn't start hanging out in Piedmont until I started going to Woodmont, though. Right, until I started.
Yeah, and once you go to one Mont, you're gonna be at all the Monts.
I mean, I have been in.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
Who missed me? Anybody?
I was about to do a joke that's something along those lines. You beat me to it.
Well, you talking about Piedmont? You talking about Montpelier? Or are we talking about
Mont? You talking about the Woodmont?
This Mont, that Mont. Everybody's Mont.
Oh God!
It's a lot of Monts.
A lot of Monts.
We got a bunch. We got a bunch of the Monts.
That's funny. But yeah, tons of haunted places there in South Carolina. We don't have time to go over all of them. But there's a little segment I'm going to start doing on the show here. It's going to be called UFO of the Week. All right. And yeah, let me just pull that video.
By the way, does anybody want to know what's going on with the drones? Have you heard anything in the news lately?
No, that's the thing. You haven't heard anything else about the drones, really, because it's
disappeared.
Freaking government.
I wish I could say what I knew.
I will come investigate the part with you, Kim.
I've been so we're talking about coming down there. That. I was wondering about that earlier. I was like, what's going on with the drones? Did they ever fix that? Did they ever solve that? Or what's going on? It just disappeared.
Well, this one comes
the terrorist attacks lately have been taking over.
Right. All the crazy stuff going on, just
Kooky.
Like yesterday and today.
Kooky.
Nuts. I mean, it's kind of like everybody's wound up like a rubber band. And it's just all snapping loose, dude.
It just all spins me right around, baby, right around.
Right.
Government is hiding something.
For sure. I mean, why else can't we? Why else? Okay, so
the distraction.
Why has nobody shot any of them down? I mean, I'm saying.
There were a few people that did. They got arrested though.
Yeah, well, but I'm saying we never.
And what about the one? What about the one that came down to New Jersey?
Yeah, but there's one that supposedly came down in New Jersey that they never. They said it was a false alarm. It wasn't like.
Yeah, right.
That's what they said. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I know.
Well, yeah.
Right, but I'm saying like the simple fact that that the military ain't shooting these things down tells you that it's the freaking government.
The
I
military's
think it's
driving them.
that story. They're looking for that nuclear material or whatever.
Whether no matter what they're looking for, or if they're just running drills, or if they're just some kind of enhanced
I mean,
protection
if they were just doing
level.
drills, why wouldn't they just say that?
Because they
a hell
don't
of a
want
lot
to
more
tell
trouble.
you. Okay, so like if they don't
They were
want.
looking for something. They didn't want us to know what they were looking for.
I mean,
I'll,
see, I kind of understand the not wanting to let, if there's somebody as the enemy of the U.S. and they're plotting something, you don't want to let them know that you know what they're doing, right? Like you don't want to
Right.
like tell them everything you know.
You're
And I
looking for
understand
'em.
that to a degree, but at some point they're
How-
gonna have to come out and they're gonna have to tell us what, like, because
Well,
some of this shit
remind
like you
me
see
to
in
tell
these
you.
videos is not normal. They're not drones, dude. Most of it's drones, or it's probably an airplane. But and that's the majority of it. But there's some of these lights with they look like plasma balls, right? And
Well, I was talking about those commercial 7-foot, 8-foot wingspan drones that they keep saying are
yeah,
hobbyist
but
drones.
that's just the government, and they're doing something. It's probably drills. There's a military base, a naval weapons base.
Remind me to tell you what I know when we go offline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know some stuff?
I do, but I can't say it on here.
Neat.
Okay.
I think, but we'll see if I'm right or not. But yeah. I think it's some sort of enhanced protection that they're doing, either that or drills for a situation in which they would have to do some sort of aerial reconnaissance with these drones.
I will say negative on both.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is it? Aliens?
No.
Wait, are you saying negative to me or to him?
He's saying I'm wrong on both counts.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not wrong?
Both of y'all are kind of touching on a part of it because you're close, but you're not right.
I know what it is.
The government, 100%.
I will say that it is the government.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. The government.
Half of it is the government.
Well, the other half is probably like
I'll tell you.
Foreign.
I'll tell you later. No, no, it is not a foreign adversary.
No, I'm thinking it's like
really?
it's a private, it's some sort of privatized weapon company. I feel like that's probably what it is.
I mean, we could be looking towards places like Skunk Works and
yes, that's what I'm talking. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. When I say the government, I don't mean like the government. I mean government funded,
like shadow government.
Black.
The shadow government, yeah.
Funded operations, right? So they have they're developing some new thing and they're testing it, and this is just they have to test it under these conditions. That's the only reason. That's the only reason that the Pentagon, or was it the Pentagon? The Secretary of Defense had a private meeting with the Pentagon about the drones, and that happened like the first week that all this shit started happening, and nobody really talked about it, but he did. There was a private meeting. So but it's not just in the US that we're seeing all this stuff, right? So
I mean, I just feel like if they were going to be doing some like training or just anything like that, you would think that they wouldn't do it over major military bases and airports. Like Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio was shut down.
You're thinking of the wrong government, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Right.
And also, I think that they're using technology that is not just it's not just flight technology. It's also, think about it, it's going to be an energy type of technology also, because these drones have been reported to be in the sky for 5 to 6 hours.
Yes, and I will let this go. They give absolutely no thermal signature.
Yeah, no thermal. I know that. And there's no thermal. And as a person who is very used to flying drones, right, and as somebody who's used to flying drones plenty, and I have several, I know that they definitely give off heat signatures. I've used thermal imaging to find them, to look at them, all this crap. They definitely put off a very obvious heat signature. Second of all, your battery, even in some of your best drones, is going to be 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'd say an hour max on some high dollar batteries, you know. But the thing about batteries is weight.
Yep.
And weight equals less of that battery use. So you have to find ways to use more of the percentage of the energy in the motors on the drone. So for them to do that, that's like you're talking about to fly 5 to 6 hours. You're talking about what, 20 times the flight time that most like high end commercial drones have.
Right,
and that's crazy.
And they still have a signature.
Yeah, and there's no sound, and I mean, there's gonna not be a lot of sound with a drone. Like once it gets, but these are
500 feet.
These are SUV sized drones,
Yeah, that's
bro, and they're not making sound. Like I know you got a little DJI or something. It's not, you're not gonna hear it when it's 400 feet above your head, but you know, a SUV size, and that's
I mean, like
7-8
foot wingspans, dude.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, but you're not going to hear that at 40,000 feet either.
Well, there was that one drone that I showed in the last week's show. It was like Teradyne. It was a company called Teradyne or something like that. And anyway, they had the drone that's a quadcopter, but it's the box on it folds forward and it turns into wings, and the copters turn into props, and this thing just takes off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's that is also being, and that's 100%. I've seen that drone in some of these videos, and it's just the lights on it is identical. And so if it's not that exact model and maker of drone, then it's something very similar, and it's obviously government owned. But here, this video, I just glanced at it, so we're gonna look at it and we're gonna determine whether we think it's bullshit or not, which is really hard to do these days. By the way,
yeah,
it's getting harder and harder with AI. You have no idea. So, anyway, let's look at this. So what is that? This is in Germany.
Yeah, that's weird as fuck. It almost looks like the game Jacks. Yeah. You got the ball and the jacks.
Yeah.
You got to get off the ground. Yeah. Kind of what it looks like, but they're spinning around.
It's crazy, right? And this could be AI. This 100% looks like it could be AI. I'm not gonna say it's not, but AI.
What was that black diamond thing that fell down, that drone? Is that one of the things that you guys were talking about? Like it was like a black diamond, it looked like, and if it was one of the drones that crashed. Or one of them that maybe they shot down.
I don't know. I hadn't seen that.
You know what I'm talking about, Brandon? I think you reacted to it.
I mean, I've heard, but I don't know enough to say anything.
I've seen pictures of it. It looks like just like a diamond, like a black diamond.
And I know. I've seen that little picture too, but
it does look like a flying Tinker toy.
I don't know how else to describe it other than a black diamond. So yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that was weird.
That was weird.
Of course, so is that video. Check out
that's the so this is a cool channel. Y'all, if you want to see some cool UFO videos, come here. Tons of good videos on that channel. So
I will say, tell everybody, go look up Project Blue Beam.
Project Blue Beam. Yeah. That's using like projecting type technology to make things look like they're.
Yeah.
So like even with what was the other one? The one with like LSD and shit. The project.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, MK Ultra. But like they have some of those patents from MK Ultra that like when you talk about Project Bluebeam, like look at some of the patents that they use for MK Ultra.
Hang on a minute.
Literally like direct radio signal beaming voices into people's heads and shit.
Yeah, they have that shit. They have that shit already.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think
it's
they're
out there,
repurposing it, reusing it, advancing it somehow.
Mhm.
They're just calling it Project Bluebeam. It's the same thing as like how the Majestic 12 or whatever became Project Blue Book, right? Or something along those lines.
Majestic 12 is completely different than Project Blue Book. Majestic 12 was about the meeting that the government had, like the president at the time, and
with. I got you. Yeah.
That's Majestic 12.
What do you think about that?
Looks like a disc in the sky.
It does. Looks like it could even be a balloon.
See if you can find that video of the Black Diamond UFO that crashed. Or, I don't know if it's a video, or if it's a, but like it showed a panel that had come off of it, and it looked like fucking crazy inside. I know I'm not tripping. I swear to God, I've seen this thing.
Might be tripping.
Might be tripping. I tend to do that.
I just put a patent number.
Okay,
up on
well,
my Facebook.
I'm not seeing that right away, but this is
Diamond UFO that crashed. Oh, that's the Tic Tac, right?
Yep, that's the Go Fast.
On, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
Yeah, there's another one up there behind it. I see it.
And the 100 pointing out to the west.
The one in the distance is white, though.
Wait, what?
You see the white at the top? Like at the top of the screen between the NAR and the IR? Yeah, that little thing. It's keeping up with it. Well, I don't know if that's a flare. Like I would not like to think that that's a flare on the thermal imager.
Maybe not.
I mean, because it changes. Look, watch it.
Looks like it could be, though.
That's not our LNS, though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well,
I don't think that's a flare, bro.
It's rotating.
That could be like a star or something. You know.
Well, if you heard him, he said
that
there's a whole fleet of them.
It looks like they're moving, but it's not moving. You know what I'm saying?
He did say that there was a whole fleet of them, though. Like in the video, he said it.
That could be something.
I agree with you, though. It may not be.
It looks like it's something stationary to me. That's what it looks like, you know.
Yeah, it could just be like relative perspective, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Well, so anyways.
Oh shit.
Where are we at? We're at we're there, man. This is it. This is the end. Brendan, it's been fun having you on, bro.
Been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
It's been real fun. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. I have like 3. Well, I got like 3 mute buttons because this is a radio station now.
So. You're over there farting, dude.
I know, dude. I'd let that rip, bro.
You fucking.
I would
like, why would I mute that?
I would not mute that at all.
What's up, Tim? We'll see. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to shut her down, bud. Oh.
It's nice to be back. I will be at a Paracon in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee.
Red Bowling Springs.
Red.
So they like Bowling Springs.
No, we ain't talking about South Carolina.
Red Bowling Springs, got it.
And then I'll be at Gettysburg. I will be at the Gettysburg Bash. I will be talking about mental health, PTSD, and veterans.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Be doing a panel on that.
Good job.
I still have. Please come check us out at veteranvoiceradio.com. www.veteranvoiceradio.com. I got a rock station and a country station, and we play nothing but veterans and their dependents who are unsigned by record labels. Matter of fact, one of our guys just cut a single with Dolly Parton. So,
oh wow, cool.
So, check us out. And,
awesome. Yeah, we'll check that out. Yeah, you should type that into the chat.
I would, but I said a lot. Just I could rewind it.
Yeah, we could do that. All right. Well, again, thank you for coming on and sharing
I loved it.
your knowledge. Austin, anything you want to say?
Nope. Everybody have a good night.
Everybody have a good night. Have a good week. This is gonna be a good year.
Yeah, it is.
Stay positive,
Yep.
everybody. I know we've got off to a bad start, but stay positive. All right.
Cool.
Keep it real and y'all be good. Good night.
Stay thirsty,
night.
my friends.